Hi guys. So today we're gonna be talking about getting your first 2B bike. Getting your first 2B bike, you obviously want something that's comfortable, that's easy to afford, like the maintenance wise. The fuel consumption is good. And what other thing? The body posture, right? You don't want to be too tired, too straining on your wrist for your first bike. So you don't want a sports bike because all the sports bike you'll be leaning in front a bit, slightly in front, but just enough to have wrist pain if you ride long enough. It takes some time to get used to. So what I recommend for a beginner bike, you get street bike. Street bikes are bikes without fairing, like FZ, MT15 and CB150. Yeah, those type of bikes are street bikes. Yeah, easy to use and they even look good. Those type of bikes. Yeah. If any of you take your license at SDC or BBDC, you guys will be using the CB190R. When you get your first bike, you want it to be a common bike. Why you want it to be a common bike? Is because so the parts is everywhere. You can find all the spare parts everything like you can find anywhere and everywhere. Like for example FZ, you go to any shop, you ask for if you have this FZ part, they'll surely say yes, they have this part, they have that part. So you want that. Another thing also, street bikes. Oh shit. Another thing is that with street bikes, you have enough fuel to last a few days, maybe a week. If you get like a scooter, okay, I call the like Spark or Sniper, all this, it's all scooter. I think Spark and Sniper is the same bike, there's different name. But basically, those type of bikes, they have small tanks. They have like what, 4 liters, but if you modify it, you can get like 7 liters. But still, 7 liters is quite little. It's a little. I need to make it turn here. Also with street bikes, they are very convenient as you can put box with your bikes. You put a box at the back and it still looks good. Not like sports bike. Sports bike, if you put a box at the back, it looks like like black. The only thing that you can put which still looks good to me is the tubes, which I myself have. I put my raincoats in the tube. So yeah, as I was saying, the first bike. Also, you need to keep in mind that you don't want your first bike to be an automatic bike. Why? Because you want to get used to changing gears. And also because if you want to upgrade to 2A or class 2 further on in your life, you won't be using an automatic class 2, right? So get used to using a manual bike first, and then if you feel like you're lazy to change gears and whatnot, then change to automatic bike. There's a few things to remember, to take note when you're finding a new bike. I think I've said this already, but just to wrap it up, make sure the fuel consumption is good. Do your research, make sure the fuel consumption is good, make sure it's the right weight for you. You don't want a bike that's too heavy for you and then it falls down a lot, and then have to repair and all that stuff. Spend most of the time in the garage, motorcycle garage. And just make sure you're comfortable with it. Maybe try out your friend's bike. You know, not go riding with your friend's bike, yeah. Don't do that. I mean, like, try it at the car park, see how it feels. But do keep an open mind for your first bike. Get it within your budget. Make sure it suits your style of riding. think that's about it. I guess. Okay, so there's some extra things, extra content. So my first bike was a FZ16. Yeah. It was actually really good. It was like all around. The only thing that was bad for me was that it couldn't go fast. I mean, it could go up to 120 on a downhill, but that's about it. Other than that, the maintenance wise, all was good. The first bike that I tried to ride on was my dad's Honda Phantom. There was this time he went for holiday, then he gave me the keys to the bike before he went. He told me to just heat it up every night. So that day, I think I was 16 or 17. So that day I had keys to bike, right? So I needed to learn how to ride, because I want to be like my dad. So to learn how to ride, so I went to YouTube. I searched up how to ride a bike, and I came across M13's video, Model 13. Fun fact, Model 13 is the first motovlogger, the first non-motovlogger, and I actually inspired by him. I went to watch the video, I learned a bit, and I went down, hit up his bike. Then I tried doing the steps that they said. So turn the bike on, blah blah blah, clutch in, throttle, and then I stalled. Obviously, being the noob that I was, I stalled. So yeah, as I was saying, so I stalled the bike. Then I restart, do everything, blah blah blah. I don't think so my father knows that I rode his bike. But he watches my videos. So, hi Dad, thanks for the bike. Thanks for letting me use the bike. Hey, yeah, so far. So yeah, I stalled the bike, but eventually I got it moving. So I like made one round around the car park. Oh, someone get caught? No? So many this guy. So many these people.
Turn right.
Many, yeah. So yeah, I went around the car park and I parked it, and everything was good. So it gave me confidence to go for my license after I passed lah. But then the dumb thing is that when I went for my lessons, for my Prac 1, right, I had to go 3 times. What the hell? Like some loser, man. I'm not calling anyone else who has to go Prac 1 3 times. I'm just saying that I felt like a loser because I know how to start the bike and everything, but then the instructor did not look at me, so I had to like retake it every time. Waste money, waste time. But you know what, all's good. I have my 2B, my 2A. Next year I can take my 2. Next year I can take my class 2. Woo! Aiming for CBR 600 or actually CBR 650. uh, yeah, I think that's all for today. Okay, bye.